Someone can inadvertently walk into a deadly situation without knowing it and get hurt.
Tonight we're learning more about the mental state of a man accused of shooting a police officer. A psychologist weighs in on his cries for help.
Plus, what prompted a hazmat call at a Sarasota County school.
And Manatee County getting a new community pool for the first time in 30 years, where the money is coming from to pay for that project. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. This evening we have new insight into an accused cop shooter's mental health. Wisner Desmaret is charged with shooting a Fort Myers police officer just 48 hours after being released from jail in Sarasota. While
in jail, Desmaret wrote a series of letters to a Sarasota County judge detailing his mental health issues and also asking for help. But somehow experts deemed Desmaret competent to proceed and he was released from jail. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick talked to a forensic psychologist today about what could have gone wrong. She joins us now live from the Sarasota County Jail. Jess, what does this psychologist say about this man's mental health?
Jacqueline, Scott, the doctor I spoke with says this cop shooting in Fort Myers could have been prevented if Desmaret was just given the help and the treatment that he was asking for in his letters. Dr. Eddie Renier calls these letters written by Wisner Desmaret a cry for help. "I'm always worrying about people trying to kill me," Desmaret writes. "Some of those people are supposed to be serving and protecting." This is what Renier calls paranoia.
They really believe that something is going to hurt them. So then they believe they have the right to defend themselves and protect themselves. So, but if that fear is purely in their minds, there's no one really looking for them, someone can inadvertently walk into a deadly situation without knowing it and get hurt.
That may have been what happened to Fort Myers officer Adam Jobbers Miller, now stable in critical condition after being shot in the head, allegedly by Desmaret. These letters where Desmaret describes his paranoia and mental illness were written in the 3 months leading up to his release from jail. But he passed what the state calls a competency test, enabling his release.
It gets complicated. The public may not understand that just because you have a mental disorder doesn't mean you're not competent to go to trial. Here you have a case where someone is mentally ill and is writing about their mental illness, and the fact that they're writing about it suggests that they're competent because they have enough intelligence to know something's wrong with them.
In Desmaret's letter, he also describes not receiving the correct medication in jail. He wrote, "Every time I leave from the state hospital and go back to the county jail, they change my medicine and give me different meds." Desmaret wrote that the medication he was given at the state hospital made him feel better. He said he stopped taking the meds he was given in jail because they made him sick. Dr. Renier said it's very possible that they were 2 different medications.
And they have a different formulary of medications, so they change the medication, they change to a similar type of medication, but not the same one, and then suddenly it stops working.
Dr. Renier says that the mental health system is broken and puts most of the blame on lawmakers for not providing enough funding. Live in Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Jess, thank you. A hazmat call at a Sarasota County school. Fire crews rushed to Oak Park School where there was a hazardous fog early this afternoon. The call came in about white fog coming from the school's therapy pool. Once on scene, firefighters called in a special unit who wore encapsulated suits to test the air for a potential cause. They determined it was Freon and a leak from an air conditioning unit by that pool.
Freon is a refrigerant that you have in your AC unit at home. It's what makes the air cold in your home.
Sarasota County Day Camp was in that school at the time, and they were placed far away from that hazardous fog until it was safe. No one was hurt, and an air conditioning company came out to fix the problem.
New details tonight in the Parkland school shooting investigation. An appeals court says news organizations are entitled to gain access to surveillance video showing the law enforcement response to the mass shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School. The court says the video is public record that must be disclosed. News organizations are seeking the video to better understand the actions of law enforcement and first responders during that shooting. Authorities say the school had 70 operating video cameras that day. Broward County prosecutors and its school board opposed the video release.
Investigators are inspecting an Allegiant plane at Orlando Sanford International Airport this afternoon. The plane took off from Punta Gorda this morning and was headed to Milwaukee when it had to make an emergency landing. The plane diverted to remove bird remains found in the engine. No one was hurt. Passengers switched planes to continue their flight on to Milwaukee.
Well, let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. And Bob, I know when I was out and about today, some scattered storms kind of got caught in my crossfire.
Yeah, just a little bit of isolated showers moving through. There were not much, though, as far as the main concentration of storms today. We're inland, pushing toward the East Coast. As expected, there's still some energy out here. You can see this is a color-enhanced satellite imagery. That low pressure area that had been around Georgia is spinning up the Mid-Atlantic coast states right now. And this area right here still indicates there's energy out there that's still going to be directed in our area, it looks like, throughout the overnight and tomorrow morning. So we'll keep that chance for a few scattered showers and storms in the forecast. The weather headlines do read like this. With that west wind, we still have a rip current advisory and morning showers and coastal showers and storms expected again on Thursday. Fewer storms on Fridays. This whole system kind of gets out of here and the trough leaves as well. We'll see high pressure building in at the surface and in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That will kind of knock down storms a little bit, and that'll be a day of transition. We're going to start to see storms move from the southeast to the northwest late in the day, so we'll start to get back to our afternoon and evening thunderstorm pattern. We should be in full effect by Saturday and Sunday. But right now, not much going on out there like we've seen over the past couple of days. A few showers will pop up in the Gulf of Mexico. They'll be isolated. Not everyone's going to get the rain, but it could bring some moderate rain for a short period of time as the storms are moving to the northeast pretty rapidly, 10 to 15 miles an hour. You can see that through Thursday. We still have that onshore flow with showers developing here late morning, early afternoon, and then the main focus here. But as Friday comes along, we'll start to see that transition. Southeasterly winds. You'll see some storms along the coast of the southeast Florida move in our general direction. There they are. We'll still have a chance for a few morning showers on Friday, but that's when things start to change a little bit and those storms work their way up from the southeast. Currently, we do have lots of sunshine out there and temperatures in the upper 80s. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. One woman is calling for action tonight, saying a Sarasota road that she drives several times a week is dangerous and neglected. This is on North Ridge Road, just off of Honore Road. The yellow lines to indicate to drivers which lane they are in are so faded that you can barely see them. It's a stretch of road that gets a lot of traffic since it is the back way to exit a major shopping center on Clark Road. It's also an exit for a residential neighborhood. The woman has reached out to the county to help solve this issue, but they tell us this is not their road. Hear more about the near accidents and who's responsible for this coming up at 6.
The first community pool to be built by Manatee County in more than 3 decades is coming to Palmetto. The pool will be built in Lincoln Park on 17th Street East. The county says it will be next to the popular Lincoln Splash Park, and one day it will be connected to a series of public trails. The county wants to offer a place where local children can learn to swim and compete at higher levels. Plans include a 25-meter competitive swimming pool, shade, and other amenities. $3 million has been budgeted for the pool. To defray costs, the city of Palmetto has committed $850,000 to the county. The pool is set to open to the public sometime next year. Could have used it today, I'm sure. Yeah. Still to come in your Suncoast News, flooding across the country and record heat out west. We'll take a look at the severe weather putting millions of Americans in harm's way.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan tells us about the chance of storms here on the Suncoast. Plus, red tide continues to impact our area. The latest event canceled due to red tide concerns.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me
and me
help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android.
This is awesome.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, canoeing, camping, and more. Or challenge yourself on Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy a Deep South dining experience. Book your adventure in one of our members' lodges or stay at the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Now to extreme weather across the nation. Temperatures soaring into the triple digits out west while torrential rains drench the east. ABC's Maggie Ruley shows us the hardest hit areas.
Extreme flooding, fires, and heat are putting millions of Americans in harm's way. Heavy rains are washing away roads in Pennsylvania. From above, entire neighborhoods are seen underwater. Up to 30 people were rescued in Hershey alone. The ground is so saturated, roots are giving way.
And I heard this huge bang, and I thought it was a car that crashed.
A man in Massachusetts is killed when a large tree fell on his house. In Colorado, 2 inches of rain fell in just 20 minutes, triggering these dangerous mudslides. Check out the moment a car falls into a sinkhole, crashing 15 feet onto a drain pipe. While much of the country is battling relentless pounding rain, out west it's the exact opposite, record-breaking heat fueling vast wildfires. Parts of Yosemite National Park are closed.
Strictly for visitor safety, we have to close the roads.
As the nearby Ferguson fire continues to rage, putting over 3,000 structures in jeopardy. About 20% of the country is dealing with some form of extreme weather right now. Here on the East Coast, we're facing the threat of flash flooding from western New York down to South Carolina. Maggie Ruley, ABC News, New York.
The Florida Forest Service is sending 20 firefighters to help with the Ferguson fire in California's Sierra National Forest. The 36,000-acre wildfire began nearly 2 weeks ago. The Florida Forest Service says the firefighters are ready to help protect California's residents, homes, and wildlife. There are also currently 47 resources deployed to help in 8 other states.
The upcoming Venice Fishing Pier underwater cleanup scheduled for Sunday morning has been canceled due to red tide concerns. The city of Venice says organizers decided to cancel that event after seeing recent red tide reports for Venice and Minnesota beaches. They are working to try and reschedule the cleanup for another date later this year.
Yeah, great effort when they do that. They find a lot of stuff you wouldn't expect to be there,
Yeah,
too.
cleaning up now is cleaning up the dead fish and all the marine life that's been washing ashore. The midweek report has come out on red tide. It just came down on the email, and here's what we have. Better news for North Sarasota. You know, it had been moderate reports near Lido and New Pass. You'll see those are no longer there. This is the latest report. 12 samples, though, still showing up of high concentrations from Venice southward. We have low to high concentrations. Again, this is the latest report coming out in the map and graphic that you see there provided by FWC. We had also a scientist who does the checking there on Venice, did 3 separate samples and reporting on average about 1 million cells per liter in Venice. So it's still high, but also notice near Charlotte Harbor, it's near Lee County, starting to diminish somewhat there. This may be a good sign. We'll see how it plays out. And especially as we get more of an east to southeasterly wind over the weekend, it will at least blow some of the harmful impacts away toward the Gulf of Mexico. So again, looking a little bit better, but still the red tide is there from Venice southward. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing partly cloudy skies. One more thing is that Siesta Key did not have any reports of respiratory problems either for Siesta or Lido beaches. Lakewood Ranch showing just a few clouds around, not much rain. And a few spotty showers here and there moving across the area, but that is still going to continue now and again. You see a little bit more energy out here about 150 miles southwest of Sarasota. That is streaming in our direction, so we'll see that later on tonight and tomorrow morning, but 1 or 2 just spotty showers, nothing like we'd normally see this time of year. This one just offshore of Whitney Beach, this one just developing, and a little bit of rainfall south of Osprey, just to the north of Venice. There's that one lone shower near Whitney Beach, pushing off to the east at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Overall, though, the heaviest storms by far along the east coast, and this is what we're going to get a reverse of this coming up on Saturday, where you'll see these storms that are stronger with a lot of lightning coming back into play. I just want to alert people that we've had kind of a lull here in the lightning storms that we've seen normally, and that will be happening again on Saturday and Sunday. And it looks like it will continue throughout next week as well. Some dry air in place over the southeast, and some of that was in training right overhead here, so that has also limited our showers today. The overall forecast does call for still a steady stream of west to southwesterly wind flow throughout the day on Thursday, with periods of showers. A few isolated thunderstorms will be scattered about. Not everyone's going to get the rain, but some folks will get some moderate to heavy rainfall at times, and they'll move quickly, though, to the east-northeast at around 15 miles an hour. Our frontal boundary does come down, but that's going to wash out, and then high pressure is going to build back in from the south and east, and that will allow us to see a return of these storms coming back toward the west coast of Florida. And that is the typical or normal pattern that we usually see, but we haven't seen much of that this summer. 87 degrees now in Sarasota, but that's not the factor. It's the heat index, and with the relative humidity, it makes it feel much warmer out there, near 100. 90 in Bradenton, it's 89 in Sarasota. The Gulf water temperature now at 87 degrees. 90 in Arcadia, Lake Placid, a hot 92 degrees. 87 currently. I mentioned that heat index. It's 100 out there, so if you're outdoors, drink plenty of water. And west to southwest winds at 11. Not as hot as it is in Dallas now, and it has been. And out in Phoenix, it's 112 degrees there in southwestern portions of Arizona. And you can see the cooler weather over the Great Lakes in the Northeast. And the news is, over the upcoming week, we're going to see cooler temperatures over the Great Lakes and throughout the mid-Mississippi Valley. Long-range trends showing the cooler temperatures moving in there, and the hot weather still kind of staying out west. Well, as far as the satellite and radar imagery goes, we talked about the rain earlier in this newscast. You can see it moving with this low pressure area. Constant onshore flow has brought showers and even a few thunderstorms to the Outer Banks of North Carolina today. That flood advisory is in effect from the Carolinas northward through parts of the northern New England states. And once again, scattered showers moving through Florida. There's the rainfall, as you see, in the mountains into Tennessee and North Carolina. For boaters tomorrow, not too bad. 15 knots to start the morning off. A few isolated showers to dodge. Seas will be running right around 2 feet. There'll be a light chop, by the way, on Saturday and Sunday as we head into the weekend. A lot more boaters boating over the weekend, and not too bad, but look out for those afternoon thunderstorms rolling in. 40% chance for morning showers and storms scattered about on Thursday. And then 30% less of a chance on Friday. There'll be a few around, but not many. And then better chances for those scattered afternoon and evening storms to cool us off in the evening. We haven't had that as well. Back to you.
Yeah, we missed them. Thank you, Bob. Now to First Alert traffic. Some backups right now in downtown Sarasota as you head north on US 301. This is between Fruitville and 12th Street. And then Fruitville is also slow going as you head east and west between 41 and 301, right through the downtown core. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, nearly 60 cases of the Zika virus have been reported here in Florida this year. The disease can be especially dangerous for pregnant women because it can cause severe birth defects. The 59 cases reported are all classified as travel-related, generally meaning that people were infected elsewhere and then brought the virus here to the States. The largest number of reported cases, 22, has been in Collier County. So far, no cases have been reported in Manatee or Sarasota counties, but one case has been reported in Hillsborough. For more information about symptoms of Zika and how to prevent it, head over to our website at mysuncoast.com. Well, how safe is your kids' food? A new report from the American Academy of Pediatrics highlights food additives that might be harmful to your children. Those additives include chemicals mixed into plastics, chemicals found in grease-proof wrappers, and curing agents often found in some types of meat. A number of studies have linked these chemicals to a range of health problems, including developmental and reproductive harms and obesity. Now, here are 5 ways to minimize exposure to those chemicals. Focus on whole fruits and vegetables, wash hands and produce, be cautious with plastic, avoid processed meats, especially if you're pregnant, and double-check the label to ensure you're getting a product that does not contain nitrates or nitrites. Well, some Suncoast surgeons are changing the lives of dozens of people with serious eye issues, and get this, it's all free. It's called Mission Cataract, 4 surgeons doing life-changing surgeries on 100 patients. This is the recovery room where patients receive post-operation instructions. The Center for Sight is one of only 21 practices nationwide to offer free service to uninsured patients. They've been doing this now for over 25 years. Cataracts are the leading cause of blindness, and one patient we talked to said he's looking forward to having better sight because he says it hasn't always been easy.
It was very blurry, you know, especially in my left eye. And driving at night was on the borderline dangerous.
Each year, the Center for Sight receives hundreds of applications, and they choose the most needy 100 patients. Coming up, a look at the devastating damage from wildfires in Greece, and a cop saves a man from being hit by a train. A look at that heroic rescue coming up next.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age, affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
At least 80 people have been killed, more than 160 injured by wildfires in Greece. Firefighters are trying to contain 5 separate wildfires tearing through part of the country. Homes and cars are being incinerated, and some people were forced to jump into the sea in order to escape the flames. Officials say it's one of the worst wildfires to hit Greece in more than a decade. Hundreds have been evacuated, and a state of emergency has been declared.
Hey, Bud! Hey, move! Hey, Bud, move! Stop the train! Stop the train!
A life-saving performance by a New Jersey police officer. Body cam footage shows the officer alerting a man who was in the path of a fast-moving train. You can see how close of a call it was, with the man just barely making it off the tracks before that train arrived there. Now, the man appeared to have no clue the train was coming. There's no word on why the man was on the tracks in the first place.
Surveillance video shows a group of women swarming through a Lululemon store in California, yanking clothes off the shelf before taking off. You can see the 3 suspects enter the store, walk directly to the clothes, and quickly fill their bags with the high-end athletic wear. More than a dozen Lululemon stores in the Bay Area have been hit in the same way. Police say the suspects are still on the loose. Well, April the giraffe, whose pregnancy became an internet sensation, is pregnant again. Jordan Patch of Animal Adventure Park in Harpersville, New York, says the calf is due during the early part of spring, around March. April's pregnancy drew more than 232 million YouTube live views during a 7-week period in 2017 before she gave birth to Tajiri. April's progress can be followed online at aprilthegiraffe.com. I'm sure a lot of people will be following along for that second calf's birth.
Again, yeah.
Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, new details about the Northport City Clerk's sudden resignation.
And a new way for kids in Manatee County to get a free meal over the summer.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Lease a new Subaru Outback today for just $249 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
I'm Deshauna Barber. In 2016, I was proud to win the title of Miss USA. What makes me just as proud is my service in the U.S. military. In the service, a soldier gains skills and learns values like discipline and leadership. That makes them an asset to any business that hires them. If you're an employer, on behalf of Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, remember to hire smart and bet on a vet. Visit saluteheroes.org or call this number to learn more.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb.
And I'm Ray Collins. The city of Northport is hosting a meet and greet for voters to meet the candidates.
We're going to tell you where you can go to chat with the city's future leaders. That's tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. Josh?
Well, we've had clouds, we've had mugginess, we've had on and off showers and storms. Will it ever dry out anytime soon? We'll let you know.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.